Black Power, peace and Black Power. This is the Black Power Hour radio show. I think we might need to mute our mics until we get ready to speak. But I have the conductors of the Sisters of the Underground Railroad. I'm sorry. What am I saying? The Sisters of the Underground. You know, he had them singing moments, okay? Singing moments. And we have some very important to share with you all. This is across formation lines. This is the Hue Across America, as well as the New Black Panther Party for self defense. We are all a part of different formations, but we are a network of women within the formations that are helping aid and assist victims of human trafficking. Black Power. So we need you all that our comrades across the country to be aware of what's going on and what's happening. We do have a child that is her father is a member of the New Black Panther Party, brother Sharif Amin Hotep. His daughter Sanai Amin Hotep, 15 years old, is. Can y'all hear me good? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
she's
ma'am.
15 years old from Columbia, South Carolina, and we have some leads on her case that we need assistance with. So this is an emergency call. This is a state of emergency throughout all formations of the New Black Panther Party, Panthers, whoever black militia that you call yourself to be. We need you with boots on the ground. Sister Chantel is in that region, and she's gonna lead the call. So what do we need, Sister Chantel? Okay.
Black Power. Have a couple, some teenagers that may have aided in the abduction, and so guess we need to who these kids are and abducted this young lady. Need to find out who these kids are and who.
Can you hear me? Chantel, y'all can hear me? Okay. I had to mute everybody while we're speaking. We can only speak one at a time because it'll start getting messed up or whatever. So you did say that you had information on some teenagers that are actively involved in this case.
Yes.
And we want to kind of share that information with the formations, especially my brothers down in Memphis, brother Rodrigo, sister Natasha, and sister Pearl from the Memphis, Tennessee New Black Panther Party. I'll have to get that information to them as well, so they can be on the lookout, and inform up with us and link up with us on this. We need as many hands, eyes, and feet as we possibly can. Like Power. Yeah, that's right. Because okay, here we go. Yeah, now it sounds a little better now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So basically, what do we plan on doing when we do find this girl? Do you think it's a case of her running away or actually being taken away? So we have to.
From what I got from the dad, and one of the young ladies missing. She's been reported missing 3 times. To me, it kind of sounds like she might be. for many times, and then now it's missing, and she was last seen with her. To me, that sounds like she I don't
She
know,
recruiting.
like,
You think she's being
right,
recruited to do
right.
this trafficking or something? Yeah. I mean, because I
To
want
me, it feels like it.
right. Well, I want to hear from Sister Cassandra because she was talking about uh what you call it, gorilla pimping. So can you give us a little bit more on that? Gorilla pimping.
Oh, yes. Actually, back in the 90s, I didn't know what I was looking at. I'm young, I'm green. I just used to see guys pull up and kind of snatch a girl into the car. And in my mind, it was like a boyfriend girlfriend arguing. I didn't know any better. I'm 19, 20 at that time. Over time, though, when I lived in Carrollton, Texas, I learned that there was women in an alarming rate disappearing in that area. And they thought it was like a serial killer kind of thing. And they discovered it was actually gorilla pimping. And what gorilla pimping is, they pull up, they snatch you in a car. Most of the time, they put you in the trunk. It's like a brutal way to kidnap somebody. They drug you and they drive you over state lines and sell you to a pimp, a sex trafficker. I mean, they didn't just happen to see you sitting in the street. They had watched you for a while. Periodically, they see a pretty girl, she's by herself, she disappears. Atlanta is a mecca for that. So many girls, in Atlanta, in a small area, such traffic. You got Tent City there, you got the West Side, but I see it here in Connecticut. They use online tactics to meet these girls. Young girl meets guy, they talk a little while. She doesn't know he's not who he says he is. And next thing you know, they're gone. And as they get further and further in the South, no disrespect to the South at all, but it's just a more popular thing there as they get down there. Pimping is like a gold star to some people down there, ironically. And that's kind of what happens. And to keep them under control, they normally drug them and beat them with high power drugs, fast, addictive drugs, heroin, meth, cocaine, and what happens is they're so addicted to the drug, they're going to do whatever they have to do to make it go away, and that's basically what gorilla pimping is. In 8 minutes, the average time then, I'm sure it's a little less now, but the average time then was 8 minutes from the time of kidnapping or abduction to the time of sale, like property.
That sounds awful, and it sounds scary as well. Um, I just think about us coming up in the country in South Carolina, how much walking the streets we used to do, and that could have happened to any of us. Like we walked by ourselves, we walked together, we walked in pairs, but at any point in time, somebody could have just snatched any one of us up and took us off, and we would have never seen our parents and families again. I actually have a comrade who was kidnapped off the streets here in Washington, D.C. I'm going to bring her on the show one day when she's ready. I don't think she's really ready yet to share her story and her information, but I keep trying to encourage her that people, your story is not really for you, it's for somebody else. What you went through, you might be able to help somebody else get out of or avoid or something, but you got to share your story. But she's still dealing with a lot of that internally, being human trafficked and stuff, like ever since she was like 8, 9 years old, so this is very real, and it hits home for me personally, having somebody that close to me that I know for a fact was snatched off the streets, and somebody had to come and rescue her and things. So, and this is something that that needs to be in the forefront of our conversations with each other. We can all laugh and have a good time and go drink and party. It can all be about all the good, sweet stuff, but there's some serious things that we need to have serious conversations with our children and our grandchildren and our friends' children about in this country that's going on. And that's number one problem that we have. We don't make time for the stuff until it's too late. And then you don't know where to turn, you don't know where to go or whatever. But being that we are all women from our communities and are already active in the communities, now they know that they can come to us and we can help them, the best way that we can with Sisters Underground. Um, we got accolades. I forgot to even tell y'all I was able to speak about Sisters of the Underground on the radio show on Black Power Radio Monday night. So we got high esteemed accolades from Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz. He also said, and I'm gonna hold him to it too. He know I don't mind asking for that money. He said, I'm gonna make a contribution to Sisters of the Underground. And he said it's a wonderful thing that we uniting across party lines, and it's not a competition with us. I don't feel like we competing, by any means. It ain't a pissing contest, boys. You know what I'm saying? To see who can rescue the more people or not. But it is an opportunity for us. Go ahead. Who is that? Chantel? Sister
I was just
Lassie?
thinking about when you were talking about how we used to just walk the streets. I mean, our parents didn't take us nowhere. We hit everywhere we wanted to go, and we was getting in
Yes.
and to think today, fine, we could have been gone a long time. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have a 15-year-old daughter, and that's terrifying because she lives with her dad, and her
Mhm.
grandmother say, "Oh, she stay in the house. She don't do nothing. She out in the streets with these teenagers and snatching up kids, and y'all come put in her room. That's the safest place for her."
Right. Right. I have the same situation. My daughter lives with her dad in South Carolina because she just wasn't, it was too much going on for her in DC. She couldn't take it. She was like, I'm not used to this. It's too fast, too much going on. And the kids were, here they don't have school buses. The kids ride the city buses to get to school, So they don't have that protection. Your children just wide open. You know what I'm saying? Wide open. And if you don't put them in a private school or you don't transport them back and forth to school themselves, they have to ride the city bus. So, and I had to do that with my daughter. So I understand that. So I let her stay with her dad where he can pick her up from school every day, whereas opposed I couldn't do it every day. So, and I worry about her constantly, but she, like you say, they in the house. That's all they do. They're 15 years old. They don't go nowhere. They're not allowed, she's not allowed to go anywhere if it's not family. She's not allowed to, she can sleep over, but it's got to be somebody in the family or something like that. One of our family members or cousins, but other than that, they don't really have no type of life like we did. We got to explore the whole city, on foot, mind you, on foot. But we didn't have to worry about people kidnapping us or taking us off or nothing like that. Go ahead, Sister Lucidi. You got
I
something
just
to
wanted
say?
to touch on what you just said, that we were able to roam and explore our city back when we were younger. We're all pretty much the same age. And what I have come up with is that our communities were more tight knit back then. You didn't just have parents of children looking out for their own children. You had distant aunties that were only
Oh
neighbors,
yeah.
but took care of you like your aunt or your uncle.
Hmm.
I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I can't tell you how many times I've been somewhere probably too far away from home where somebody rolled up on me, made me get in the car, and they drove me back to the block, doing something I
Okay.
probably shouldn't have been doing. In
Yeah.
today's world, we have parents that get so caught up with, I'm gonna do for my children only. And you know, I am a firm believer that that is why so much damage has been done to Black communities across, you know, all 50 states, because we are
Mm-hmm.
not united when it comes to our children. We have to
Right.
get back to those roots of the times when we were coming up to
Mm-hmm.
kind of block out some of this stuff. I just posted a video maybe yesterday or the day before where there was a Black community. Some parents saw that two men in a van had came to
Mm-hmm.
their community and tried to kidnap some young children in their neighborhood. Those parents banded
Mm-hmm.
together and they took care of those two individuals. You know,
Right.
we have to get back to that in order to stop some of these things coming into our neighborhoods doing harm. And it's not just sex trafficking, it's, you
Mm-hmm.
know, forcing our children into gangs, it's forcing our children out there robbing and sticking up people, or, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's really big now. You know, here
yeah,
in
doing
we just
carjacking.
had that. Yeah, carjacking rings.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
I know in
No, we wasn't thinking
Chicago
about nothing like
alone,
that.
in Chicago alone, the numbers for carjacking has increased. They increased by the month. It's ridiculous. And you got
Mm-hmm.
some young as 12 years old that can't even get a driver's license, but they're out there
Yeah, they
carjacking.
stealing cars. Hmm.
Where are they taking these cars to? Who's putting them
Right. Who
up to
was
this?
right?
Where
Who was
is the
putting them up
adults in these
to it?
communities? You know, we have to
Mm-hmm.
start holding those parents that are not parenting their children. We got to start holding them accountable. If you see a parent
Mm-hmm.
not doing their diligence as a parent, step up, say something, take that child under your wing. My dad
Right.
was known as the dad of the neighborhood. He had young men out there working on
Mm-hmm.
cars in our garage. You know,
Mine too.
my
Mine
mom
too.
was the cook. She was in there teaching young girls how to cook,
Cool.
how to
Mm-hmm.
sew,
Mine
you know,
too.
little things like that. We got to get back to those roots in order
That's
to save our
definitely
babies.
that is definitely the truth. Sister Cassandra, what are some of the things that we need to look out for as far as I mean, how should we respond if we see somebody getting snatched up off the street? Should we
Um,
intervene or should we, like how should we approach that?
yeah, that's kind of a tricky question because it kind of depends on the circumstance. Honestly, I've
Mm,
seen situations where I see. I'm from Alabama, and in Alabama, I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and down there, you know, in the parks, everybody kind of know each other. So if somebody pull up and just sit there, most of the neighborhood people are gonna look at their car like, what they want? Why they still there? What are you doing?
mm,
But now that I live up in Connecticut in the city, it's more of a mind your business kind of place. So when people run up,
yeah,
um, you have two choices right then and there, sink or swim. As sad as it is, up here is eat or be eaten. So I
yeah.
found myself a couple times in situations where I had no option but to draw a firearm, you know, not knowing whether they were going to draw one back. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Something you can do if you have a firearm. If you don't have a firearm, it is what it is. But shoot the tire out. They can't go that far with no tire. You don't have to hurt nobody.
Mhm.
Just shoot the tire out. So now they forced to stop that car. Or,
Right.
you know, grab onto that kid and hold them, especially in black communities. I can give black communities this much. We should be in each other's business a little bit more. And Lasidi is right. You guys are right. With us growing up, I know we had a better childhood than these kids. I know this for a fact. They don't
Definitely.
even really understand double dutch, you know?
Mhm.
So if that child is close enough for you to hold on to him with all your might and say, somebody's trying to take my baby. Even if it ain't your baby, that's going to get everybody attention. Somebody going to
Mhm.
video record it. They love to tape stuff and do nothing. And some of these guys, and when you think it's kidnapping, I've not seen where people don't step up. Honestly, I mean, a couple of times, seen people kind of mind their business, but for the most part, they're going to step up. If you holding on to a child for dear life and somebody trying to attack you while you have that child, it's a natural thing for men to step up and say, hell no, excuse my French, or for women to say, no, not on my watch. You know, I advise kids, if they, you know, are with somebody or they're just uncomfortable or they lost, to find a mom with kids. If you see a mom in the store with a bunch of kids, go up to her and say, excuse me, I'm in trouble and I need my mom. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to let an endangered child go anywhere, no matter what. They're not. Something else you can do, I advise everybody. I know there's beer mace and stuff out there and a lot of people use it. I personally keep a spray bottle of industrial strength ammonia on me. If you ever spray that in somebody's face, that's worse than any beer spray because it takes your breath away and you can't see. That give you time to get away, you know. Stuff like forks, metal forks, sharp pins. If you don't have a weapon and you have that much, try to injure the assailant if you are not going to put yourself in, you know, danger, where it could be fatal. The old school stick and twist still remains the same, you know?
Right.
So those are a couple of things, because most times it's public places, but even though I heard y'all say, you know, they don't go nowhere, they be at home, those are the girls that disappear, the ones that don't go anywhere and be at home because they
want to get out.
You don't think they online, and once they hop off the porch, they off that porch. You know, I was young, and my parents down. Like I had to be home before the street lights thought about coming on, not when they came on. So, but by the time I was a teenager, I couldn't wait to go outside and see what they was hiding from me. And that, with that, me being young and green, it brought a lot of things, you know? I learned the streets from the streets. It wasn't because I had a bad background or anything like that. It's because I was locked down so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm turning my alarm off, y'all.
Go ahead.
I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit of some points Sister hit. Some of the things that we can also do when we see an active situation where there's a young person being kidnapped or even another adult being kidnapped. Because let's face it, the children and adults are being forced into these sex trafficking rings. Hello?
Just a little bit. Okay, we here.
So, when there is an active situation right in front of you, especially for our sisters, we are not encouraging you to try to physically stop these men because we don't know how many are in the vans or whatever the vehicles that they are trying to kidnap these people in. But if you can gain the attention of people that are surrounding you, like Sister said, chances are they will come to your aid and assist you. Do not try to intervene on your own unless you can physically get hold of that child and maybe get away and take off running. Do not try to fight them by yourself. Try to get the attention of others. The other thing that we can do is that we have to start making these businesses in our communities safe zones. We have to get stickers in the windows. We have to designate certain locations as a hiding spot for our victims that are being out there. And it's not just sex trafficking; it's domestic violence victims as well. If you go into this location and say you need help, that location already knows how to contact someone from Sisters of the Underground or any other program that can assist you with getting out of that situation that you're in. That is a must that we have those in those communities.
Absolutely. I just came back home from South Carolina, and I did a live, and everything that we're talking about now, how we grew up in the community, and how the neighborhood took care of us. You know, I visited the neighborhood. My aunt Linda, and she wasn't my real aunt, but she was my neighborhood aunt.
Yes,
It goes to
ma'am.
her house, you know, and even to this day, the kids are all in the background. Everybody watches. You know what I'm saying? And the whole community is right there. These kids, everybody paying attention. You know, we would just come. I just come from a different time era. It's like time still standing still right there. You know, they still doing the same things that we did when we were younger. Everybody get together on Sunday evening, have a big potluck dinner. It just take care of each other. I grew up in a real community, and it's
Yes,
sad that our
ma'am.
children are not going to get to experience that. You know, a lot of us, you know, we got the COVID. People scared to death still of the COVID-19. Then not only that, you got to worry about somebody snatching your kids up or mistreating them. You know what I'm saying? Because they messed up and things. So it's just, you know, it's confirmation that we're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? That there is a utopia, there is a place of peace that we, even if we have to create it for in our communities, we are responsible for our community. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones that are in the community, and we are the ones that you know, you can remember what it was like back then. You know what I'm saying? At no point in time was anybody's child ever touched, or you know what I'm saying, or just went
Absolutely.
missing at the party. But now you got a birthday party and people walking off with kids. You know, look at the little cupcake. Now, where
Yeah.
was the adults at watching these babies outside playing? Where somebody could just walk up and take one of them off. That would never happen with in my community back in the day.
Absolutely.
Even
Absolutely.
to
Like
the
I
day,
said.
it would never happen. Not on my watch. Mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am. I have people that I call cousin or cousin that
Mm-hmm.
is no type of blood relation, but because we grew up on the same block,
Rock, that's right.
each family was
Thicker
one
than
big
thieves.
family.
That's it. Thick as
Yes,
thieves,
ma'am.
man. We had a good time. I mean, I
Block
enjoyed
party.
being home and getting that love and that feeling back. It just renewed my whole spirit. Because I was wore down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You get overwhelmed with so many different things going on. It's like, how can you be most effective? And just by us having these conversations is creating a bond between us and a network with other people. Just the
Yes,
four of
ma'am.
us. You know what I'm saying? We are all across the nation with four people.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, so that's what's important, and we are on the right path. I was reading stuff in the chat room, but I was trying to still be on vacation. But I'm like, I got stuff to do. I got to get back to work, y'all. You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
they was trying to keep me another week. I said, no, I gotta go. I got stuff to do. So I mean, but I'm just so proud to be a part of this organization as well as the New Black Panther Party and where we're headed. You know, we're headed in the right direction right now by linking up the formations together. And you know, all of them started off as Panthers. You know, and you will always be a Panther. No matter
Mhm.
what you put on, you will always be a Panther and be doing the work of the Panther. So, you know, and I had to explain. I just got off another conference call, and we're gonna do our Black Love Sundays. So I want you guys to implement that in your city, with your organization. Start having a Black Love Sunday once a month. If the first Sunday of the month works, or the last Sunday, or whenever, whatever, start doing stuff in the park. You know, having a community fun day. Put some hot dogs on the grill, bring out some balloons and toys or whatever, you know, a bounce house, and just have fun with the people in the community. That's how you get your membership up. That's how you get around your community. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I could implement this throughout the whole New Black Panther Party. You know, because
Absolutely.
we do it anyway. Everybody does. Each chapter do what they want to do anyway. But we need to make it mandated. Let's do once a month where we have a Black Love Sunday, and we just be Black people. And we cook,
Yes.
and we have fun and we get out and we enjoy each other,
I
get
love it.
some
I love it.
sunshine. Yeah, and then see, and now I love it too because now we can do so much more because we're gonna be getting information from the community on what they want to do. It's not just a cookout. A cookout ain't gonna change nothing. But
No.
if you bring people to the cookout, they can make some changes.
Oh yes,
You know what I'm
ma'am.
saying? Like we want to do one Sunday where we have like a career fair. Bring employers out. Bring people that these schools, all these technical schools and things. Have them come out on a Sunday and share their information. Make
Yes,
them
ma'am.
charge them booth rentals. You know what I'm saying? If you can't pay for it, charge vending fees. You're the guys that are going to be sponsoring these events. So if somebody want to come out and be a part of the crowd that you bring in, charge the vendors. You know what I'm saying? The vendors will offset your costs. And
I love it, sis. I love it.
yeah,
I love it. I love
but
it.
I want everybody all throughout our formations. We need to be actively involved in our communities. You can't say you black power and all power to the people and then cut your phone off and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever step foot out your house, or don't nobody know you exist. So that's the main thing. So I got a lot of good things going on in DC that I would like to share with a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
And let's touch on community as far as the work that
Mhm.
Underground, Sisters of the Underground is doing. The
Okay.
program that we are building, yes, it is for Maine people. However, we cannot have success with this program if we don't have people in our community assisting us. And by assisting us, let us know where these hot zones for human trafficking
Right.
are. Let us
Mhm.
know where prostitution is going on, where
That's right.
domestic violence is at a high rate. People in neighborhoods talk and
Right.
we know where the action is. So
Right.
direct us towards that. And if you don't have intel on those things, be security. The four main sisters, we out there in the field. We going into
That's right.
active situations, but we need security. We cannot
Mhm.
extract people from these volatile situations and then watch our back all at the same time. I mean, we
That's
can
right.
because we've been doing it, but why
Mhm.
should we do it on our own when we have a network of communities that we
That's
can
right.
utilize with that? The other
Mhm.
thing is you have to get in your mind that if it's happening to your neighbor, it can happen to your child. If it's happening
Mhm.
in your neighbor's household, it can happen under your roof and you will not even see it coming. This program is something that is personal for me. I have two friends whose daughters were teenagers that was forced into sex trafficking. I have a family member that was also affected by this. And I just buried my 31-year-old
Uh-oh.
niece over the weekend because
She
of a
always
domestic violence situation. So this is not something that I take lightly. I've been doing this almost 20 something years. You may not have heard me because most of my work is behind the scenes, but this is something that I live, I breathe, and I do on a daily basis. All four of us, I should say.
right.
It's not just
Mhm.
about me, but you
Mhm.
know, we have to have that support system behind us. Let us do the hard
Mhm.
work, but assist us at the same time. I think I
Definitely. Yeah, you cut out a little bit, but we got you. Everybody's unmuted. So, any input,
okay.
any final words. How long we been on, y'all? We've been on for a little while. Oh, 34 seconds.
Yeah, sorry, I had got froze for a little while, so I apologize if I was choppy.
Okay. It's all good. It's just an internet connection. So, but basically, I mean, this is a lovely program. I've heard nothing but good things. You know, one little situation we ain't gonna give light to, but it, you know,
It's a
it
dead
is what it
issue.
is. It's a dead issue, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, but moving forward, we're very new, very fresh, but still more effective and more powerful. We're showing these men and women that have been out here 30 years boasting about the work they put in, that there's more work that needs to be done. There's more programs that need to be developed and things like that. And it's just time. This is the time. Now is the time. Now is the place to make these things happen and to make them concrete and make them work. You know, I mean, we still got some bugs to work out. We still got some things, that we need, the situations we need to fine tune. But we willing to work and put it together, and we don't need nobody bad mouthing the work that we have done so far. So,
And
thank
and
you for all the positive energy.
speaking on bad mouthing us, the ones that are doing that are the ones that want to know the ins and outs of our program, but due to the
Mhm.
sensitivity of the work we do, we cannot disclose certain information.
That's right.
Therefore, you are not going to see us posting on Facebook about what we're doing. We're not going to be on Instagram or any of that because doing so could potentially put those that we're working with lives in more danger. So no, you're not going to
Absolutely.
know everything we doing. The other thing is we have to get to a point where it's like we get so many people that want to know what we're doing, but if you know the history of the Underground Railroad, then you will know that absolutely all details regarding this is going to stay confidential. Stop
Absolutely.
asking us for certain information because it ain't gonna happen.
Absolutely. I know I made a point. I was like, look, don't ask me who all I know. I know a lot of people. Okay.
Right.
And if I don't know them, they know me. Put it like that. And then,
Yes.
and then they know it when I come for them, they be like, we already know what you want. You know what I'm saying? What you need.
Absolutely.
You support you. And, I have people from all over giving us donations, if they want to give us donations and start doing that. So I mean, it's just a matter of time and preparedness, preparation. I have a Mid Atlantic training this weekend, so I'll get to talk to more people in the party about the underground and reach out to them in person, and tell them
Mhm.
whoever shows up at the training and
And
things. So
like I said a few minutes ago, sometimes we are not aware of active situations, so we need people to bring us that information. Case in point,
mm,
our young sister that is missing, Sanaa Amenhotep in South
mm,
Carolina. We were not aware of that situation until it was sent to us. And once we became aware, we started making noise. We
right.
also are in the works of planning to go actually out to South Carolina to assist, the formations out there with a patrol and look for our young sisters. So
Mm,
again, it boils down to we need a network of people to support us by giving us information, pointing us into the right direction when we are looking for someone. Or,
mm,
a lot of times we do relocating services where we have to get somebody from one city to another. So we need help with those things. Right now, everything is out of pocket amongst the four of us, but we can't continue to do that
right.
out of our own pockets. So if you can buy a bus ticket, buy a bus ticket. If you can
Right.
provide a couple of meals while that person is on the bus, provide a couple of meals. You can offer your car to be a transportation service. we need the assistance of everyone in the Black community in order for this program to gain success. I have faith in
Absolutely.
this program. I know it can be successful, but it's gonna take more than just 4 people. We're covering our services are across all 50 states. All 4 of us cannot physically be in all 50 states at one time. So we
No.
need resources that we can just,
Mhm.
you know, have at our whim, far as a quick text message, phone call,
Right.
volunteer.
Just be on standby. Just say, "Hey, sis, sign me up for reach out."
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I mean, like I reached out to as many people as I could before I left for vacation, but I gotta pick back up. That's why I said we're gonna have to do these lives more often. At least once a week. We need to really do that during the peak hours of Facebook time. Around this time in the evening, people getting off work, or
Hmm.
whatever, and they can listen and tune in. We lost Sister Chantel, but definitely just keep. Let's stay informed. Let's stay on top of this case. I don't know if I can share my screen. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want to share her information and just keep sharing Sanaa. I'm in Hotep's picture. Keep keep going through that. Okay, I can do some stuff. I can share screens. Okay. Um. Okay. I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. Bear
No
with me.
worries,
Y'all
sis.
keep
Take your
talking.
time.
Hmm.
Like you said earlier, we are the Sisters of the Underground program is fairly new. We've only been up and
Hmm.
running a couple of months,
Hmm.
but we have also had much success in those couple of months. So don't count us out. Just because you don't see us out there don't mean we not behind the scenes working
That's right.
every week we are on another case, and it's not just one, it's all 4 of us. We all
That's
have
right.
something going on that benefits this program. We all have something going on that we are assisting victims of domestic violence, sex trafficking. We still assist, homeless people.
Yes.
Those that are in need of food and shelter. Those are all services that we provide. We
Yes.
also assist people that are victims of gang violence.
Hmm.
So we have a multitude of things that falls under our umbrella. We are not strictly just sex trafficking and domestic violence. And if you have any questions, all 4 of us are available to be messaged on Facebook. We tag each other in all the posts. Click on one of the names and send us a message. If you have questions, you can also email us at undergroundsisters with an S,
Right.
the number one
Okay.
at gmail.com. We're
Is that
available
showing?
anytime. Go ahead,
Okay.
sis.
I said what's showing is the okay, right there.
There we
The
go.
I was able to pull it up. Missing 15-year-old Sanam Mahari. I'm in hotel. $10,000 cash reward. If you've seen her, contact the family at 973-280-8351. Okay, she's missing from Columbia, South Carolina since April the 5th, 2021. Richland County Sheriff's Department, 803-576-3000. Okay, and we will keep this flyer going. We will keep sharing the word. word that this child is missing. This is one of our own. This is a member of the New Black Panther Party Southeastern region. This is his daughter. And that's just terrible. You know what I'm saying? It could be my daughter. My daughter lives in South Carolina. And
We
she's
gotta
15.
bring this baby home,
And we gotta bring her home. Definitely.
And this one hits a little harder because it's one of our very own. Her father is in
Mm,
formation. So this one hits
that's
a
right.
little harder. But like I said, we need the help of communities. She definitely is in somebody's community. Somebody is walking past her every day. We
Right.
need people to share this flyer, share resources, share information. If you can't get us directly to her, you know somebody that can. And you
That's
have
right.
to speak up. It just boils down to coming together as one. We always talk
Okay.
about black unity. Well, now is the time to put those words into action. Enough talk.
Absolutely.
We gotta
Talk is
move.
over.
We have to move to save not just her, but a multitude of our babies that are out there. You know,
Mm,
it doesn't just affect one household. This affects across all boards. Every black man and woman is affected when one of ours come up missing, hurt, or endangered.
that's right. We gotta go somewhere though. Where you
I was
going? Hold on. Hold on, yeah. You going? How long you gonna be gone? You know?
No more than a half.
Okay, because we gotta go somewhere. That's
No,
all.
you just told me.
I'm sorry.
I was missing for a few minutes. We also need to get these children.
Oh, yeah. Uh,
Go
she
ahead,
cut out.
sis.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me? I was gone
She
for
cut
a
out. We
few
can't hear
minutes.
you.
Um, no,
We
You're
can hear
breaking
you
in and
now.
out.
no. Okay. These children involved in seeing who I know they follow people all on Instagram, and we just get them involved.
Right. You said get the people from Instagram involved.
To get these, because I know they follow these people on TikTok, all kind of stuff, and these kids probably just probably can hear something about or see something that because I'm a send my daughter nation too. It might be somebody she's followed Facebook and social media sites.
Yeah.
Get the kids to start sharing these pictures.
Hmm. I forgot to tell y'all about this. I had talked to a insurance agent, and they have the child ID cards, fingerprint cards for the kids and stuff like that. Do you know anybody that sells life insurance? Like where we can get life insurance products. A part of them giving you a quote is you get a free child fingerprint kit. So you could take their fingerprints and and have them on file on safekeeping in case anything happened to them. Then you would have their fingerprints already. They used to do it in school. I don't know if they even do that anymore. They did it when we were younger. But I was thinking when we do our Black Love Sundays that we are gonna have some insurance agents come out. We'll have people that offer these products to families. To get quotes. They everything to get a quote. They also offer you like not a free can give you a free insurance policy, but a limited term life insurance policy. You know what I'm talking about? like a $3,000 term is accidental death in policy for a
Yeah,
year.
and that's
And if you want to keep it up, you could pay it and stuff like that. So I mean, and that's a big issue in our community too, not having life insurance and not being prepared for accidents or, things of that nature. You know. So think about that when y'all hosting events. Contact the insurance company. Contact your local insurance agent. Somebody in your family that sell life insurance. I used to do it. Any events like that where you got a group of people that are miseducated. That's one black people. We don't have the education that other people have. Life insurance is necessary. It's 100% necessary. Just like you go buy your groceries every month. You gotta eat, you gotta live, you gotta be able to afford to bury somebody. A lot of people die owing a debt, and in debt. Then we'll be doing a GoFundMe for you. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta get these products and things like that together. The fingerprinted kits, that's a great idea. Look, I'm trying to hide him in the back. Will you get from behind me? Look, come over here.
come on in and say hi since
He
you're there.
catfishing. Look, he catfishing from the back. I'm like, every time I turn this way, somebody walk by me. I'm waiting on my little tapestry to come. It's like a closet. It'll be my background. That's it. But definitely, ladies, I've enjoyed you all. We're coming up on the hour now. Any closing remarks you want to give? Any more information?
I just want to tell you, I'm proud of each and every one of y'all, and I just love how well this meshes together. I really do. So don't let the naysayers make you feel like you haven't done enough. The majority of the time, the naysayers haven't done anything at all, and this is from years of experience I found out. So we're just going to stay the course, and I just want y'all to know I'm proud of each one of y'all.
Like how?
I just want to say that I could not be doing this program with a better group
Oh,
of
don't
women.
freeze up.
Did I freeze?
Okay, there you go. You back.
Okay. I just want to say that I am truly grateful to be a part of this program with the three of you. The way that we, bind together our personalities, our dedication, our commitment to this program. Um, it could not have been a better group of individuals trying to accomplish this. So, to co sign on what Sister Cassandra just said, I am extremely proud of the work y'all do. When I see one of you posting something, I can't tell you how big my smile get just knowing that I'm working with you all and the work you do. I jump on and say, yeah, that's my sister. So it's not just a one woman show. I take credit for y'all work too.
Yes, do so.
My
Please
sister
do
making
so.
power moves out there.
Yes, ma'am. Like I put myself in full operation undercover mode over the weekend for a
Yes.
whole week. My family was like, "Why are you here?" I said, "Don't worry about it. This is I'm undercover."
Yes, I love it. Listen, I can't be any more proud to be a part of this program with the three of you. I wake up thinking
Yeah.
about what we gonna talk about today and what's on the agenda. So thank you guys for
Yes.
allowing me to,
Yeah.
jump in this with you.
Right. No, thank you for having the vision to pull it together because it was manifested long before we even started, because this
Yes,
is needed.
ma'am.
It was very much so. And I kept saying, why didn't nobody think of this before? You know what I'm saying? Why? What are you doing? Like, I could not see me being a part of an organization over 30 years and We have no programs successful. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Working together and building up and as powerful as we are. And we ain't taking nothing away from nobody for me. That's what I'm saying. I ain't taking
No man.
nothing away from the New Black Party. And matter of fact, I'm encouraging you to get your training together because when I call you and I need you to do this extraction, I need you to be trained. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I need you to be on your cues. You know, not just sitting around having a damn bake sale. You know what I'm saying?
And real quick, I
Mhm.
did just want to bring up that we absolutely need an extraction team. We want an extraction team in all 50 states. But again,
Mhm.
the four of us cannot be our own extraction team. So again, I'm going to say it.
Mhm.
We need y'all to step the hell up and volunteer. Get out there and train. We have the guideline of how you need to train and form your extraction team. Just reach out to us. We can email it, get it to you. You know, it's just a general outline. Feel free to add to it to cater to your city. But we need people. You know, we need the manpower behind this. So I talk a lot, so I'm gonna let Sister Chantel close us out.
Okay, go ahead, sister.
Well,
Can you
I
hear us,
think
Chantel?
everything. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can y'all hear me? Oh,
Yes.
I just thank you, sisters, for doing a beautiful. And I know this is something. Wake up to, go to sleep to, the night trying to think of a game plan. So, I'm just, I'm ready to work.
Power. That's right. You heard it. You heard it today. These sisters are ready to work. This is the Sisters of the Underground. Okay, you call us the Underground Railroad Sisters, whatever. Just don't call us too late. Let us get on the job. Let us do our investigations. Okay, let us live. Please let us live. Let the organization live. Let's bring life to the Black Power movement because the Black Power movement matters. You know what I'm saying? This is something when we get our own nation, we can have our own Sisters of the Underground in our own nation, in our own community, and be pillars of the community. See, I got my button on today. What's that right here? I buttons down South Carolina. I deputized a few people. You know what I'm saying? And just let them know that they're needed if in any capacity. Then when I call on you, I need you. You know, and that's what this is about. Being a sister, being there when you called on. You know, and this is a 24-hour day, 7 days. That's why we can't sleep. That's why we don't do our hair. That's why we locked up. We need to be the dreadlock sisters, you know, or whatever. So that because that takes time and everything like that. So, but we are here and we're dedicated to our families. We're dedicated to the movement, and it's such a wonderful place to be in a time. And no, it's not a better time than this to be a part of the Black Power movement. So, hats off, ladies. We're going to say goodbye and adios. Peace and Black Power. Black Power. Black Power. All right. Black Power.